at the storage unit. We have some sales. $8 for the Stranger Things hat right here. $8 plus shipping. Then we had a Hallmark 1996 little bear dressed up as a nurse. $125 for this set right here. This is some junior clubs. We picked these up at the yard sale for only like, I think 20 bucks, but we're already in the profit because we sold the other set we got there for more than we got both the sets for. So $125 plus shipping on these. These go, we have what, 9x9 boxes or 8x8 boxes. Usually this, something like this would go in that. And also if you notice that I did saran wrap everything together. If you don't have head covers, just put like thin bubble wrap on them, put them together, and then in transit, they won't move. The biggest thing is you don't want them hitting each other in transit, but once you saran wrap them together, good to go. The Allen Edmonds Wilbert sold for $29.99. They have, I actually just started listing those today, and one has already sold, so that's good. We picked up what, 22 pairs of Allen Edmonds for $110. Some were unsellable, but most of them were sellable, and we're listing them between $30 and all the way up to $300. We got some Big Bertha right there, Big Bertha steelhead, 3 wood, so for $17 plus shipping. These right here are some Porsche WeatherTech. WeatherTech is a really good name brand. And on WeatherTech, there's going to be a part number right there. PN is the part number. Usually run that part number. This one came back to a Porsche. $65 for only the front passenger and front driver floorboards. So we had a Lego set sell, the $67.99, 100% complete with the manual, so for $44 plus shipping. I think that's our second or third Lego set that sold. These right here, I touched these the other day, and I moved them to one portion of the shoe rack here, and they sold for $39.99 plus shipping. And then the Lot of 9 Liberty Falls, I picked these up for what, $3 a piece? So I think we're in the profit already on that big buy. $65 for these. You were a little skeptical on the Liberty Falls, and so far they've been bringing in some good money. All right, we are at the storage unit, and today's are days that we haven't done this in like 2 weeks. And basically what happens is, see, we list everything in our house, and then we have to come to the storage unit, and then we catalog everything, we inventory, put it in bins. I really don't think that's the best way to do it. We always just try to figure out one of the best ways. If we bring the bins over and put them in there, we usually will fill one up, and I don't know, there's not a better way, I don't think, for what we do, right? Yeah, so what we're gonna do today, and a lot of people don't show this, we have all this stuff right here and then more stuff in the car that we have to go in and put in bins.
So what are you doing?
So what we have to do is, and not everything goes in bins, right? Only like the smalls, because if you look behind you, we have a section for like glass, kitchenware, big plushes, toys, electronics. Obviously our golf clubs are here. So we have a whole bunch of stuff there, but what we have to do, like something like this, putting on a shelf like I used to do, just doesn't work anymore. Somebody asked us also, we have between 2,200 to 2,800 items in our store at any given time. It fluctuates that much. Sometimes we have big listing weeks, sometimes we have small listing weeks, and then all we do is that, you know, I know what this thing is because I just listed it. All I do is type in half of what it is under the active, take a look, revise it, and then find a bin it'll fit in, type the bin number in here, throw it in there, D4.
And where do you put the bin number?
We put them in the custom SKU at the very bottom. So right there, put D4, just like that. And then hit revise. And that's it. A lot of times it takes less than 20 seconds to do it. We've been here for 5 minutes already, and we're more than probably halfway done. So it doesn't take a long time, but this is something that's just got to be done. All right, we got 2 viewer sales right here. Karen, thank you so much for buying these genuine cheetah hair shoes. Just kidding, they're really not genuine cheetah hair, but they actually have hair on them. They're pretty cool. So thank you so much for the support. And also, Kelly, thank you so much for buying the Lot of Quilling Creations paper. If you don't know what quilling paper is, or quilling in general, quilling art, definitely take a look at like YouTube and other places to buy this stuff, because people can do some amazing stuff just with little strips of paper. So thank you so much for the support. All right, we always get asked this a ton. What boxes we use for golf clubs. Here they are. They're the 4x4x48, and we use these for golf clubs. The thing is that I do cut them down to size because we keep the off for like little things like ornaments and stuff. I get them from Uline. The other day, people were asking me, how in the world I think that it's cheaper to buy from Uline rather than eBay, Amazon, all that stuff, because a lot of people are like, there's no way, because Uline they're expensive, but the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. Also, we try to only buy shipping stuff quarterly, so we're only paying one shipping charge for like 3 months. So just think how many times that somebody would buy bubble wrap or something like that. And if you say, like, well, it's free shipping. We all know as sellers, the buyer is paying for the shipping. If it says free shipping or not, the buyer is paying for it. So if you say, in 3 months, or say in a month, you have to buy 3 shipping supplies, or 3, you get things shipped to your house 3 times. You're paying 3 different shipping charges. And Uline, if you buy a certain enough or a big enough amount, it comes on an 18-wheeler. Usually if you get your bubble wrap and stuff, that's where it comes from, or it gets delivered on an 18-wheeler, and that's a flat fee of I think it's like $150. So you pay $150 for 3 months. So if you think about it, what is that a month? That's like, it's hard to do math. But anyway, so we just pay that one shipping charge, and we literally have enough for the entire quarter. Sometimes we run out of tape or something like that, but that rarely happens. We just make sure we have enough bubble wrap and boxes. And Whatnot kind of messed us up a little bit on my stuff, because we did use a lot of 8x6x4s. But that's why I use Uline. It's just because that you get the next day, and it's one shipping charge, and we do have the ability to store that much. Also, this would not work if you're working in a small area, because you don't have the space to store. We do have the space to store a large amount of boxes, bubble wrap, and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things, and people always ask me about it, so that's the answer.